Oh, what? Who? D- Deputy Hayes? Is it?
Yeah, hey Kyle, I was over at your house earlier. What's going on?
Are you related to Shannon?
I'm not actually.
You're not.
No.
Um. Okay. She started texting me immediately after you dropped that off.
She did? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, what's she saying?
She sent me a YouTube video that I posted of uh, some manager at Snow King like freaking out at me, saying like he wanted me to come meet him in person to talk with him about what was going on. And then he said he was canceling my pass. And then he said he was going to talk to patrol and maybe he would give me my pass back. And then he said he was canceling my pass. And then I got a call from, uh, I don't know, some officers in Jackson saying that they trespassed me from Snow King. And she just sent me the YouTube video
Oh,
of me that I posted of that conversation after you just served me
uh,
a, with the last name Hayes an order from a Shannon Hayes that's been to my house that I don't actually have any idea where she actually lives. That she told me she's
uh,
every woman I've ever met, that she is Satan, and now I'm like, what's going on here? Like,
sure. Well, first of all, I wanna say I understand that can be really, really confusing. So I'm not related to Shannon in any way. I have never heard of her, never met her, anything like that. So I just want to reassure you and say that I don't know this person. Um, So the civil protection order that I gave you, that's not even from us. That's from the county wherever she filed that civil protection order.
yeah,
If she's texting you, have you blocked her?
yeah, I blocked it after, but yeah, I blocked it.
Good. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So what you can do about that is like I told you when I was there earlier that you have court on the 10th of March. And that'll be wherever that paper service is. And you can call them up and see. I mean, I don't know what county that's out of. So you can
Yeah,
call that county courthouse tomorrow and ask them, where it is and, how to do that and possibly even Zoom. And you can talk to the judge when you have that court date about her sending you messages after you got served with the civil protection order. Okay, and
I
he'll
mean,
handle it the way that he sees fit, or she, whatever judge.
okay, I'm just like, how did she know that I got served? Like, is she, are they listening to my phone, listening to this? Like, did she leave? She left drugs in my house, sitting next to my toaster. And when they
Oh,
first started, like, saying stuff about, like, filing all these orders against me and actually, I don't know who, some Tracy Rue guy started calling me and telling me he was going to fucking kill me if he ever saw me in Lander and that he was going to come to Jackson and find me and to let him know time and a place. And I ended up telling him, like, dude, like, I don't even know if Shannon is the one texting me this stuff. Like, we had plans to do something. She was begging me to come out. And then all of a sudden I get all these like insane text messages like leave me alone, get away, like don't. And I told him how, I next to my toaster there was some drugs sitting on my counter. And I'm like, what the heck are these? And I told him like I was gonna call you
what kind of
guys.
dress were they?
They were like some marijuana patches. I mean, okay, not like
Oh,
it wasn't.
oh.
I know. Well, not freaking
Yeah, it's
meth or
not like black tar heroin or anything, but yeah, it smells
no.
weird.
I know, but she knows that I was like I had stopped. I don't smoke weed anymore, and that was the thing. Like I just don't. I don't want to be around it, and I like I and she left that. So I thought that like maybe just me saying like, dude, leave me alone. Or I'm gonna report them and see if they'll get fingerprints off of the stuff. And I just haven't heard anything until you just knocked on my door and served me, and then she's texting me immediately. You know, I don't, like I
That's
said,
crazy.
I don't, I don't
Sorry,
know
go
that
ahead.
she even lives in Lander at all. At all. That's what's,
Okay.
I like. I have no idea. These pay. I know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna live in this cabin, and there was only one day left. I shouldn't have answered the door for you. That was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Because I would have been gone, and then you guys never would have been able to serve me this fucking bullshit paper. Okay? Because you like literally,
Well, I mean,
I have kids. Do you not understand that? Like I have two little sons that the only reason I'm trying to keep myself alive is for them. And you just were a part of like destroying my fucking life by handing me that piece of paper.
oh, yeah. Well, and so here's the thing about that piece of paper. It's not criminal, for one.
It
And for
says
two, I
you
mean,
are ordered to appear at this hearing. Your failure to appear will result in your immediate arrest.
sure, yeah, that's true. But like I said, it's not criminal, which means that you are summoned for court, but it's not like something you're gonna go to jail over unless you violate that civil protection order.
Okay, what's the
Okay?
deal? What's the deal with that? I've never this is what I went to school for. I was a deputy in another state.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and even in Idaho, I've had to deal with it enough to where it's like if you don't show up at a restraining order hearing, they do whatever the person that shows up asks. You know, like a petitioner. If a petitioner shows up or their attorney and they're like, "Yeah, we want the restraining order," and the respondent doesn't show up, the judge just sides with the petitioner. There's no argument whatsoever. This one says that they would.
Well, and
I'm not even
that
gonna
goes
be
past
here.
my sure. No, where are you going, by the way?
What I honestly, it's kind of Montana. A young girl at Montana Department of Revenue called me while I was sitting in a bar that I had no idea that Shannon actually ended up working at, and I explained her the whole thing, and she told me that I should move back to Montana. She's like, "Get out of there. You know, I'm so sorry. God does work in weird ways, and it sounds like you need to leave that place and just come back to Montana because." And I'm like, and I don't know. I left Montana for a reason, even.
Sure. Yeah.
So
That might be a good place for you to go back to
right,
what you know and the people that you know and stuff. That might be nice. So
yeah,
with the protection order stuff, like I really don't have anything to do with the court process.
I
Unfortunately,
know,
my job is just enforcing the laws and
I
helping
know,
with that. And so with what you're saying, I'm not super familiar about that side of things. Okay.
I know, and I'm sorry. It's not. I
With
know I'm freaking out. I'm. It's not. I mean, it's like you're the one that are you like I don't. Are you the one that called me originally when I just sent a random email to the sheriff's office because I think I got drugged and raped? That was
yeah, he
you.
was. Yeah, we were talking about. Yep, we
Yep.
talked about how you needed to report it over in Madison County or Bonneville County, and depending on where it happened. But
Okay.
I was actually going to ask you about that. Did you hear anything back from them, or
I just talked to a
did you end up
detective
reporting
yesterday.
that?
So they think that I got
Oh, good.
they think that I might have got so that girl her attorney was the prosecutor for Rexburg and Rigby that like 5 days ago got arrested with a bunch of fentanyl. And the detective was like, "Wow, I wish that we would have known because then we would have had you get a drug test right away because there's a chance that you might have gotten drugged by that weird package that someone left outside the door once you went in the apartment and it may have had something like fentanyl on it." Okay?
How crazy is that? Wow.
So when you called me and I was up at Grand Targhee, Ashley Quinn started chasing me around at Grand Targhee that day, right after you talked to me on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have a nice voice, but it's like, what is going on?
Sure. Yeah. It sounds like there's a lot going on in your life, and that sounds like a lot of expended energy that you don't have the time for, right? Like nobody has the time for all these crazy things happening, right? Like that's a lot of stuff going on all at once.
Yeah.
And I feel really, really bad, man. Like that's a lot.
Yeah.
that's happening. So, what?
Yeah.
I mean, so you said
Jessica.
that you told my dispatcher that. Yeah. So you told her that possibly this girl. I'm sorry. What was her name again? Sarah.
Oh my
The girl that
God.
got that protection order